At exactly midnight, the bell rings. But the church burned down 50 years ago. In a forgotten village, far from any city, there was a sound no one could escape. Every night, at exactly midnight, a bell would ring. Not once, not twice, but slowly, loud enough to wake the dead. The strange part? There was no church. Not anymore. It burned down over 50 years ago. And since that night, no one ever rebuilt it. The elders of the village had one rule. Whatever you hear at midnight, do not go outside. Most people obeyed, because the few who didn't were never seen again. At first, the villagers thought it was just stories. Old people trying to scare children. Until one night, a traveler arrived. He laughed when they warned him. A bell with no church. I've heard worse lies, he said. That night, he stayed at the edge of the village, waiting, watching. Midnight came, and just as the clock struck 12, the sound echoed through the air. Deep, heavy, like it was coming from beneath the ground. The traveler smiled. This is it. He grabbed his lantern and stepped outside. From his window, he could see it, far in the distance, through the fog. A shape, a tall structure, like a church tower. But that was impossible. It wasn't there before. The bell rang again. This time, closer. The traveler's smile faded, because the tower was moving, slowly, dragging itself across the land, coming toward the village. The lantern in his hand began to shake, not from fear, but from something else. The ground beneath him was trembling. Then suddenly, the bell stopped. Silence. Heavy, unnatural silence. The traveler turned around, ready to run back inside. But the door behind him was gone. Only darkness. When the villagers woke up the next morning, the traveler was nowhere to be found. But something else was. Right at the center of the village, where nothing had ever stood before, was a burnt, blackened bell tower. And carved into it were names. Hundreds of names. Every person who had ever gone outside. At midnight, at the very bottom, a new name had appeared. The travelers. That was the day the elders finally told the truth. The bell doesn't ring to be heard. It rings to call. And once it calls your name, it never stops. Until you answer. And tonight, for the first time in years, the bell rang. One extra time.